Rohan Crown serves with Mission to the World in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
I'd like to see Dee take me off the stage after 4 minutes. But I do realize after the other missionaries shared that 4 minutes looks a little different in the United States than Canada. My name is Rohan Crown. I serve with my wife, Rebecca, my 3 kids in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. And I'm going to do a 4 minute. The paper said 5 minutes, so I had to reduce to. But we're going to talk about prayer. This church has been a praying church for us. A true partnership in prayer. It's a blessing. But I'm going to ask you to continue to pray. Pray because after 16 years of ministry, God has opened up the doors for us to go onto the reserve. Being in Lethbridge, ministering to the people in Lethbridge, a lot of indigenous people. And now God has opened the doors for us to go. A white evangelical church, very diverse, have been invited to go on the reserve. So pray. This church has gone and come to us, meeting with a lot of the young people who have served on short-term trips with us and shared in our families' lives through the years, and seeing those photos on the downstairs of the teams that have come and the great encouragement that you guys have been to us and the lives that are shared with my family and the people of Amazing Grace. We are truly thankful. Thankful that you have come. But I'm asking you to not only pray, but to pray that you come more, right? Pray that you'll send people to us. If there's, Alan Foster, I love the fact Canada is begging for churches. We can't find them. We need people. I know it's cold, right? But we have places you can warm up in, right? So pray that God will bring people, but especially to our indigenous reserves. I was just in Tohoto O'odham, 2.8 million acres, and a tribal leader we met with said, "Come and do anything." But no one will come. And so we need you to pray that you will come to us and go. And then lastly, give. And after Dr. Koish's sermon, I can say this. We need money. If we're going to do this, we need resources. We need resources to continue to do what God's doing. And we need you to really pray about giving. I really believe that with our ministry, we are on the precipice to see the Lord reap harvest amongst indigenous peoples in the United States and Canada. And I really believe that PCA can be at the front of that. But we can't do it with nothing, right? We need the resources to do that. I'll give you one example. I think this is minute 4, so it'll only take me a minute. When we started our kids program years ago, Amazing Kids, this family came. Indigenous family. Came with their kids. They came to our church for a little bit. And about 6 years ago, the mom, life began to struggle. She was on the streets. 4 years ago, she got really addicted to meth and cocaine. A little over a year ago, my wife got a call. She'd overdosed and she was dying in the hospital. My wife was the only white lady amongst all the indigenous family there. They asked us to open up our church for a week. We said, yes, you can, but no ceremony. And that night, over 300 indigenous people came through our church. The sister, who I had known before, was so impressed by our church, she said, I want my kids to volunteer at your Amazing Kids program. And we said, come on. And then they volunteered at our camp in the city. And we did that camp, and they said, hey, would you come and do a camp on the reserve for us and build a gazebo? And we said, when do you want us to do that? And they said, can you do it next week? And so, of course, I said yes. And my wife said, what are you doing, Rohan? That's next week. But we went in the heart of the reserve, and we did a camp for kids. And the whole community came out. And a tribal elder said, this is the most peaceful this place has ever been in years. Then, just yesterday, they invited us again. We did a festival. I wasn't there. They did a festival. And we did it in the heart of standoff on the reserve. And over 300 kids and families came to share with. Now, why I want you to give? Because we cannot sustain this. As a family, we cannot sustain this ministry. And we need God to provide. And so I'm asking you at 9:38 in the morning, at night, choose us first to pray for. Because when God says he is the Lord of the harvest, that's not just a question mark. Is he going to bring about the harvest? That is a statement and a fact. But God's people need to step out in faith. And that's what we're calling you to do. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you for your prayers for us, our family, and our ministry. Thank you for your provision. And it's been great to be here with you all. It's like coming back to family, so thank you.